In 7 weeks we managed it to get our boat ready for our vacation in Sweden. We made it onto the ferry. We have spent the whole night at the port of Travemünde, and so we were able to enter the ferry as one of the firsts. And at this moment we were so glad that we made it so far without breaking down the car or the trailer or whatever. As we started our journey in Travemünde, it was a little bit cold and rainy, and we were worried about the weather to stay like this for the whole time. But the further we came to Sweden, the sunnier and warmer it became. Yeah, so we are again one step further. We spent the night close to the harbor where we are going to splash the boat today, and yesterday I mounted the additional keel weights already, but there is a little issue with our van. I noticed that the car starts badly in the last day, and so I have suspected that there is a little bit of air in the fuel system, and yesterday I found that there is some kind of non-return valve behind the fuel filter, and this seems to be leaking very less, but even enough to let air inside the fuel hose and in the injection line. And that's why the engine starts poorly, and I have to keep holding the starter a long time. And now we are going to ask at the shipyard if they can help us, or if they maybe have some spare parts, some kind of non-return valves, or if they know a good workshop where we can bring the car. And I hope that everything will properly work again. As we arrived at the shipyard and signed in there for a long time, there happened nothing. And then happened everything so fast that was the only footage I could make. But splashing the boat worked easily and we had no problems. If everything always went smoothly, then it would be boring. So we were looking for a workshop and we found one, but it was closed for lunch, and so we decided to do the shopping and purchases in the next town at first. And while we were driving to the town, the engine of the car broke down, and this was, I think, about a few hundred meters away from a Volkswagen workshop. And that's where the car is now, and they will call us tomorrow if they have looked for the issue, and if they can repair it, and how much time it will take to repair it, and how much it will cost. And soon we will take the bus back to Nogersund. It's about 10 or 12 kilometers, and we only have to take all our purchases with us, and of course at least this guy. Yeah, that's it. Nearly at the end of the first day. Do you want to tell us something? Speak to the Vlog?
Es war ein ganz wundervoller Tag. Ich wurde angewiesen, nichts anderes zu sagen. Unser Auto hat den Geist aufgegeben.
As already said, the car is in the workshop. Now we are a little bit at the mercy of Volkswagen Sweden. But the mast is already hoisted up and the shrouds are towed. And oh yes, not unimportant entirely to mention, the boat is tied. Yep, there's not one single drop of water inside. After 20 years in a barn, the boat is tied. Yes. The rest of the day we spent with hoisting up the sails and doing some small stuff to get the boat ready for the journey. Because a part of the issues with our van, we have reached our goal. Within, I'm not sure, 30 minutes, it became so misty. I'm not sure if you can see it, and it's becoming even more misty. I've never seen something like that. Sea fog. Good morning. In the morning I get the spray hood. It was locked up with the trailer, and I'm still waiting for the call of the workshop for what's up with the van, and we are going to stay here until they call us, because we don't know if we have to get it or bring it somewhere else or whatever. And yeah, that's it so far, and then I hope we can just start.
spannungsgeladenes Knüppelspiel haben.
Still waiting for the workshop's call. But we waited so long for this moment and didn't wait any longer. We finally wanted to start our journey. Let's go! Workshop still hasn't called.
Tja. That's life.
It's about 10 nautical miles from just before Hanö to Pukkavik. That means about 2.5 hours, and I would just add 1 hour as buffer. And Hørvik would be from just before Hanö. It would be about 3 nautical miles, so about 45 minutes. No, we are right between Hørvik and Hanö, but we do not have to move further to Hanö. We could just head to the north and just steer to the port side.
Direkt weiterlaufen.
Ja, da wollen wir das dann so machen und nach diese Pukkavik da fahren?
Das können wir gerne machen.
Sounds good. I would say we keep it open until we pass Hørvik and see how it's doing, because if we pass Hørvik we have to reach Pukkavik, or we have to look for an island near Karlshamn or something else in the Bight, because they are a little bit closer. It was so exciting to be the first time on our own on the sea, and so we tried to plan everything as good as possible and maybe have every time a harbor for just in case. We had light winds of 1 or 2 before, which took us slowly but steadily north.
Und vorne kommt irgendwie so eine Boje. Nicht Boje, sondern
The green one?
Ja.
This is the buoy of the Pukkavik approach. The harbor of Pukkavik is situated beautifully at the end of the Pukkavik Bight and is managed by the local sail club. And one of the first things we did was to inflate our dinghy and explore the small islands around us. And which moron forgot his shoes on the island full of thorns? you want to tell us something about the day? Because we have promised to tell. So I have something to tell. The workshop called us today after all for about 8,000 Swedish crowns. They could imagine to do the job for a spare part that cost about 5 euros. But what should I do? I'm on vacation, I don't want to do it myself, I don't want to look hours for some spare parts or sending soaked all over with diesel on some parking. But now, back to the good things.
Der Dackel war schwimmen. Das kann man sich bestimmt auch nochmal auf Video angucken. Das ist nämlich ein sehr nettes Video. Jetzt sind die Dackellampen, oh Gott, das kann ich nicht aussprechen, Zungenbrecher aus.
A new day is beginning and today we are starting from Pukkavik at the end of the Pukkavik Bight. And our destination for today, and that's Ellie. Ellie is missing Magali. Magali is at the bathroom. And the destination for today is Karlshamn. And we should actually be able to do that. It was even in the morning very sultry and the forecast predicted rain and maybe thunderstorms later for the day. But within the time we would need for the 10 nautical miles to Karlshamn, everything seems to be fine, and so we are started without any worries.
So, wir sind aus.
We left Pukkavik, we left the bight under engine, we got some light winds from the stern, and it's not so much but it's enough for 2 to 3 knots, and so we are moving slowly but steadily. Yeah, now we arrived at Karlshamn and we had a very bad docking maneuver because it took us a long time to recognize that we got stuck with the keel on the seabed or at the stone or something else, and at this time we had a little bit more wind from the side, and so we were not able to move the boat forward or backward, but in the end we got it managed, and now we have a new berth in the harbor. And as it happens, in this moment it started to rain heavily, and it's still raining now. It's a little bit less, but I think it will rain for the rest of the day.
Aber ich glaube, es regnet einfach jetzt den ganzen Tag. weiter. So, Magali ist in die Stadt gegangen.
Magali went to town, and now
Jetzt
it's
wird's dann doch mal Zeit, dass
time to take the dog
der
for a
Stinkfried
walk.
mal ein bisschen rauskommt.
The rain is pouring down on the roof, and inside the boat nearly all the clothes are wet. But the day after, tomorrow at the latest, the sun should shine again, and we hope so. Yeah. Good night.
Gute Nacht.